Movie World, where we review movies, shows, and everything that we love. Today, we are going to review Hocus Pocus 2. There are no spoilers in this movie review, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this movie review. Okay, so a brief summary of the movie is the Sanderson sisters are back. Hocus Pocus 2 is the long-awaited sequel to the Halloween classic Hocus Pocus that was released back in 1993. Hocus Pocus 2 was released in 2022 and it is an exclusive movie that you can watch on Disney Plus. In this movie, we are introduced to three new characters, which are Becca, Izzy, and Cassie. Two of the young ladies accidentally bring back the Sanderson sisters. You also get a little bit more background on the Sanderson sisters in the beginning of the movie, but the main point of the movie is the Sanderson sisters come back to a modern day Salem, and you get to see the Sanderson sisters in the modern world today. The three main characters, Becca, Izzy, and Cassie, try their best to stop the Sanderson sisters, who are always up to no good in this movie, and stop them from running amok in Salem. So that's a brief summary of the movie. I will link the trailer below, and let's get into the pros and cons of this movie.
So, right off the bat, the Sanderson sisters' chemistry was definitely a pro. It was great to see the Sanderson sisters back together 29 years later, almost 30 years later, and the chemistry did not miss a beat. They just went back at it. It was like you were watching the Sanderson sisters from 1993. They did not miss a beat. They just went right back at it, and the chemistry was there still. So really enjoyed their acting abilities in this movie. They did the best they could with the script that they were given, and it was really nice that they gave this to the millions and millions of fans out there and gave them just a little bit more Sanderson sisters. I mean, the chemistry that these ladies have together, I mean, it's just a once in a lifetime thing. The second pro of this movie is the little Easter eggs in this movie. And what I mean by that is that this movie references a lot of things from the first movie in this movie. So if you're a fan of the first movie or if you watch the first movie, you will be able to catch those little references. So keep an eye out. I mean, they're done in a different way and you'll be able to catch them, but you'll know what they are if you've seen the first movie, or if you're a big fan of the first movie, you'll definitely be able to see some things and catch some little phrases that they say in this movie. Unfortunately, I do have some cons of this movie. Let's get into that. Basically, the script, I just did not feel like in the first movie, everything just gelled together, right? I felt like this movie, it kind of moved a little slow in the beginning. I just felt like the script wasn't as developed. I mean, they did the best that they could. You have to realize it's been 29 years, so you're going to lose a little bit of the magic that you had 29 years ago, right? But it just felt very rushed. Like they rushed to get the script done. Like they wanted to hurry up and make the movie to put it on Disney Plus.
Another con for me would be the three new main characters. I personally felt like there was not a lot of chemistry among the three main characters. It was just hard to get behind their characters. I felt like some of the ways that they got out of situations, it just wasn't very creative. And that could have a lot to do with the writing. As opposed to the first movie, you could really get behind the characters. Danny and her brother, you were really rooting for them. However, in this movie, it just wasn't that same chemistry. It was just hard to get behind the characters, and that could have a lot to do with the writing. The writing did not develop the characters, and so you just couldn't really root for them because you didn't really know the characters that well, and you didn't understand their background story. So, yeah, unfortunately, the chemistry just wasn't as good with the three main characters as it was in the first movie. So, I rate this movie a 7.5.
Okay, only reason why I'm giving this a 7.5 is because of the script writing, the casting. It just like I said, it just fell flat for me. I know this is a shock to all of the Hocus Pocus fans out there, but I'm giving it a 7.5. And the reason why I'm giving it, the 7.5, more for nostalgia than anything, right? Just seeing the Sanderson sisters again on screen was magical. But the fact that we had such a stellar first movie, literally an irreplaceable first movie, and then we're given this, like, in my personal opinion, it felt like a money grab. It felt like a lot of the character development in the movie was missing, right? And that's how you make a movie magical, is that you develop the characters, you make it in a way that you're either rooting for the characters or you're against the character, right? Because of the way that it's written, and not only the writing but the acting in the movie and the way that they acted out, you feel a way that you can get behind or not get behind a character, and all that was missing. It just felt very plain for me. So again, 7.5. Unfortunately, this won't be a movie that I will continue to watch every um Halloween. It will be one of those movies you just have on the television while you're cleaning. You know what I mean? I call those my cleaning movies, where you just have it on the screen, but you're not really like watching every moment of the movie. This will be that movie for me, unfortunately. And I know this is gonna hit Hocus Pocus fans really hard, but I have to be honest, and this movie just didn't hit the way the first movie did, and there was a lot lacking. And, on a side note, I just hope, this rating of a 7.5 isn't any way of trying to shade anyone, or, I feel like, when you come together and you make a movie, everybody comes with the best intentions in mind. But I hope that this is a wake up call for Disney, right? That, yes, of course, you can bring three amazing people together. The Sanderson sisters, an amazing cast of three ladies who literally carried this movie. But if you don't give them a great script, you know what I mean? And you don't develop the characters, then the movie just starts to become nostalgia, right? And it doesn't go into that classic category, right? And so I feel like that's just what this is. It just isn't going to be a classic for me.
I probably could have rated this movie even lower than a 7.5, but again, the reason why I gave it a 7.5, 75% is mainly because of nostalgia and having the Sanderson sisters back on the screen again, and the fact that they didn't miss a beat and their chemistry was like they had never left. Okay, so that was my rating. Let me know below, how did you like the movie? Did you enjoy the movie? Did you not like Hocus Pocus 2? Let me know your comments below. Also, one other thing that I wanted to mention, stay past the first credit. There's a little hint of something that may happen in the future. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. It is free. Have a movie magic day and take care.